Mama. Ooh. Hello. Hi loves, what's up? It's me, Audra. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, I'm not sure how you got here, but certainly I'm glad you came. And if you are new here, well, you're in for a treat.
Oh, hi there. I know you didn't expect to see me this early. However, I do have a very, very special announcement, I guess. Eeyore, one of the moderators on my channel and the Discord, I wanted to wish you a very happy birthday. I know I'm a day late, but you know what? I'm always late for life. I just wanted to say, Eeyore, I love you so, so much. You are such a wonderful person. I hope your birthday was filled with love and, you know, some of that carrot action. Mwah.
All right, if you enjoy chaotic, frenetic energy, you like beauty, you like horror with a little bit of commentary thrown in between, then I suggest you go on ahead and subscribe for the low, low price of $0. I will tell you one random fact about myself. Today's random fact. I know I've said that I am a picky eater, but I get that picky eating from my mother, all right? It's a family trait. Everyone in my family, we're picky eaters. Specifically today, we were eating and my mother said, how many eggs is this? Is this 3 eggs? And I was like, yeah. She's like, there's a lot of egg. And here are my socials. I love hanging out with y'all. I am looking forward to all of the fun that we're about to start having because tomorrow starts Live Mass. And I'm really excited for that. I'm also really, really nervous. And I don't know why. I looked at the viewfinder and it seemed like everything was floating around, but it's not. It's just like whatever's going on with my allergy-ridden eyes. All right. What are we here with today, Audra? Well, today is Monday, the 30th, if I have edited this properly and gotten it up in time, which means we are here for Bops and Flops. This is similar to people's end of month favorites and fails or whatever, but I tend to use mine more specifically to go over any items that y'all have kindly sent to my P.O. box, which is listed below, to also talk about anything that I've received in PR, as well as going over things that I have loved this month and disliked this month. A lot of it is me forcing myself to go through my collection, not forcing like in a terrible way, but also getting myself in a position to go through things in my collection, play with them, try them, and not just keep adding to the collection, knowing that there are things here that I haven't played with as much as I possibly could have. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to get started and it's going to be a fun time. Strap yourselves in. I know that this is probably coming in the morning, but for those of you watching in late afternoon or evening, you know, if you're having an adult libation, cheers to you. I'm not drinking now, but just imagine I have a wine glass. All right. All right, so this month I got a fantastic and fabulous gift from Jill. Jill, I didn't even know these existed, but it's magic. So for those of y'all in this pandemic age, this thing is fantastic and fabulous. You use this to open doors without having to touch them with your hands. You just broop, broop, open the door. You can use this for touching keypads to put in your PIN number. Beep, beep, bop, beep, beep, bop. I have been using this thing nonstop since I got it, and I actually did kind of yell at my mom when she almost went for the door handle. I was like, wait, let me get this. And it is Nightmare Before Christmas themed. So I just want to show you all this one more time. I have no idea where you get such a magical thing, but it is wonderful. And thank you so much for thinking of me and sending this over because I freaking fracking love it. All right, so this month I did receive a little bit of PR. I am going to have some items, well, as much as I can remember, linked below in the description box. If you would like to try those items, a lot of them are affiliate links, and I do get a small kickback on any of the items that you use, including using my affiliate codes. And if that makes you feel uncomfortable, you do not have to do it. I put the money back into my channel, but I understand if it makes you feel weird, so do you, boo. So now let's get going. All right. first up in PR, I did get this from the Drench Cosmetics Jupiter Jungle palette. Y'all, I really like this palette so far with the little bit that I've gotten to play with it this month, but I am really excited about playing with this some more, and I'm really looking forward to pairing it with some of my other palettes because that's my favorite thing to do with literally any palette now. Once you get into the world of singles, I'm gonna tell you, you stop feeling like a palette is like the end. You're just like, no, this one I'm gonna use this shade, and then I'm gonna pull this shade, and then I'm gonna pull this shade. I really enjoyed this. The formula is quite nice. I love the mattes. I like the creaminess of the shimmers, and I'm looking forward to playing with this some more. Thank you. This one I think is still available, and if it's not, you know, the information will be here, but I do have a code, Audra LGG, if you would like to try this out. Boop. All right, next up, we're gonna talk about I did receive these from Gerard Cosmetics in PR, and I am actually wearing this. So this is the Starlit palette. It's a Sunset and Vine palette. I'm not sure. It's a Starlit palette and Sunset and Vine. It is a little face palette, and it has a bronzer and 2 highlighters. Now I am actually wearing the bronzer. I actually like it. I am surprised. I always say that. I'm surprised. I am surprised. It's a little more brown than I would like. I would like it to have a little bit more of a reddish tone to it, but I still enjoy this, and it's going quite well with my foundation of the day, which by the way is Mented. I'm trying to go through all of the foundations that I ranked so that y'all can see them on my face. So today I'm wearing the Mented. See, I told you it was gorgeous. But I really like this so far. It's too soon to tell, obviously. And I think I'm just gonna start melding my too soon to tell and my PR kind of in one thing, but I probably am not, so don't hold me to it. But it's too soon to tell. I'm actually wearing both of the highlighters on my face. I find that they look better together than apart, so that's a thing. So this is really cute. I do I think I might have this linked below, and I do not have an affiliation with Gerard Cosmetics other than they've been kindly sending me PR, so that's wonderful. Also from Gerard Cosmetics, I finally got it, y'all. I'm so excited. I got the Slay All Day setting spray in, you guessed it, freaking coconut. My favorite. Okay, so far I'm really loving this spray. The only thing that I don't like is the actual spray nozzle, because it's kind of like a full-fledged assault to my face. So I would like to change out the nozzle and like maybe have it be more of like a gentle mist, because right now it's just like, you know how like sometimes some people don't tell you that they're gonna do the thing and then they do the thing and you're like, you should have warned me first. All right. Rounding out my Gerard Cosmetics PR for this month, I also received 2 bullet lipsticks. One of them I'm wearing right now, which is French Toast, and the other is 1995. They're kind of pretty nude shades. I want to go ahead and show you French Toast. I do like this. I was actually kind of surprised. Because it's really pretty, it's really light, airy, like it's not doing too much or too little, and it does go with a deeper skin tone like mine, so I was really happy about that. And then here's 1995. I'm going to show you both of them swatched on my hand. I haven't tried this one yet, sorry. Autofocus was being rude, and it's really quite similar to this one, but it's almost like, I think I haven't tried it because I really have felt that it may be significantly too light for me, but we're gonna see whenever I start trying to play with that particular shade. This is them swatched on my hand. French Toast, 1995. All right, so I do like the French Toast. I like the formula. The formula of the lipstick is quite nice. It's very comfortable. It's not causing me any issue. I enjoy that. Next up, we're gonna talk about PR that I've received from Midas Cosmetics. I do actually have this palette on. I'm wearing currently the Artistry palette in volume 1. Okay, so sorry, I got weird. I'm not actually sorry. This is who I am. But I really like these, and here's the reason why. When you are a deeper toned person, when you have a richer toned skin, pastels were just a thing that you said, like, I can't use. And the only way you could use them, for me anyway, was to put on a white base. The problem with a white base is, for me, if you put it a little too high up, you're running into this weird situation where you have this like white area that you're having to constantly try to cover and get to like not look like trash. And maybe I'm just not skilled enough. But I love these because they're so good for people who have richer skin tones. Obviously, if you're lighter, I'm sure it'll be great. But I'm speaking from a rich skin tone. And I'm really excited. Like, look how pretty and fun this look is. And I paired it with a JD Glow liner, but like, I am having such a good time playing with these. The formula is nice. They blend well together. You can pack it on or blend, whichever one makes you happier. I like the pack on method. And I also did receive volume 2. I need to play with this one a little bit more. It is a little bit lighter version of the volume 1, but I love the volume 1. I like both of them, and I really like the shimmers in each one of these. Next up, I'm going to talk about the brushes that I received from Midas Cosmetics as well. Listen, I do not have enough words I used this brush today. I didn't use this one today because I haven't put on blush yet, because I wanted you to be able to see the bronzer, but I do use both of these almost every single day since I've received them. They are phenomenal. Okay, I like the highlighter blush, which is this one. I love it so much because with the point on it, it's really giving it, like, the way that this is shaped allows you to place highlighter very deliberately, and you can put as much or as little on as you want, but it just gives you so much more control than I feel like a lot of fan brushes do. And I'm not a huge fan of those little brushes because I have an uneven face. We're not gonna look at it, and you can't look at it right now because there's brushes in the way. Then next up, I have their setting brush, which I also use for blush. These brushes are so soft. I cannot even begin. Sorry you had to stare at those brushes for so long, but while I was talking about them. But the shape of this is so nice because one, it gets right here if you're setting right here, without like getting powder everywhere, without having to powder my whole face. I'm just getting the area I want powdered. And previously I could really only do that with a sponge. And I really like having a brush like this because it's soft and it's not like absorbing everything either. So it's like I'm getting the powder on and it's not too much powder. Do you know what I'm saying? I really like this, and I love that they're so soft. Also from Midas, please hold while I access your account. Okay, remember that this is a judgment-free zone. I've obviously been using all of these tools, so we're not, and I know you're gonna, Audra, if you were a good YouTuber, you would wash it before the video. Well, who said I was a good YouTuber? Because it wasn't me. It weren't me. So the next up is the Midas sponge. Y'all, I'm in love with this sponge. Okay, I want to show you by comparison why I love this sponge so much, because I know that many people will be like, a sponge is a sponge is a sponge is a sponge. However, my favorite sponge has, for a very long time, several years now, has been the Real Techniques sponge. I now have a new favorite, and I am definitely not saying this because I am affiliated with Midas. I'm saying this because it's Billy Badass. Okay, here we go. So it's the flat. It's the flat part. See what I'm saying? See how much like surface area I have here that's flat, and the way that it's shaped? So basically, if they had done that here, listen, don't mess with me because I'm old and I don't necessarily always go outside of my comfort zone. So I've been buying these forever, and the one complaint I always had was, even though this area was flat, I did have some difficulties with it getting through here when I was trying to powder. Not with this one. Because of the teardrop shape being right here when I go to powder, no problem. Look at that. I freaking love this. I have recently started using a little bit of powder depending on which foundation concealer combo I'm using, and it is just miles. I love this. I'm loving being able to use this for my concealer again when I'm not using the brush that I have. So I just adore this sponge. All right, finally in PR, I know, you're all just sitting here like, bitch. I know, but remember, you did this. You all did this, so this is the result of your hard work, saying my name and get my name out there. I appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all, these lip glosses from Midas, they're the icing. These are boss AF, boss. They're so boss. They're so beautiful. I am actually wearing this one right now, which is the strawberry. These are so good. Here's the fun thing that is, like, when I saw these, I was immediately like, oh, I just dropped everything. When I saw these, I was immediately just like, oh no, not glitter in the gloss. I hate that. Y'all know I hate it. And every time somebody has told me in various glosses that you cannot feel the glitter, I am like, you are a liar. But I will try it, and then I'll be like, no, I feel the glitter. I don't feel the glitter. And I have been thirst trapping y'all on Instagram in my stories and reels with this lip gloss just all day, every day. Like this is the kind of lip gloss where I want to spend all my time going like this. I want to draw as much attention to my mouth as I possibly can because it's so beautiful and glossy. It's not sticky. It doesn't give me that butthole lip sensation. It doesn't give me that, like, especially like that weird like crust that gets there. You know what I'm talking about? Not even just the butthole lip, but also like that weird crust, and the inner corner crust doesn't give me any of that. So I am so excited. I've been using the hell out of these and I love them. I love them. But I will not judge them anymore. I'm trying not to judge the PR within the realm of the bops and the flaps. And that, my dear friends, is all the PR for this month. All right. All right, so as I do at the end of the year, I definitely slow down my purchases because it is the holiday season. I'm going to be like, you just never know. The end of the year is always a financial stress for, I think, a lot of us. So I didn't buy a ton of ish. But the two items that I have right now for Too New to Tell are at Foresight, the Raw Beauty Christy and ColourPop collab, which is so pretty. Honestly, it's actually a really cute palette. I like how I'm using it so far. I always put palettes in Too New to Tell because honestly, I do a couple of looks with it and I enjoy them, but you know, I haven't been able to test this out in a situation where I'm just not in my house. And I'm really big. I know it's weird, but I have a whole thing for me personally about trying makeup in an actual environment where like I have to be outside or do something. And I know in this pandemic, it's hard to do. But I don't like to just sit in my house for 8 hours wearing my makeup. And since I do have to take Bo for walks, and that means, okay, I'll get up one day and I will put on a look and like let it pace itself throughout the day. We go on our little walks, we do all that kind of stuff, and hopefully, I like it. So I like that so far, but it is too soon for me to tell for sure and give you an accurate verdict on the final feel of the palette. Next up, we're gonna have the Lunar Beauty Eternal Eclipse. Obviously, this is super new. I think I put this video up on Thursday, but so far I am having a good time with her. She's fun, she's pretty. I think people think that she's a basic bitch, but she just isn't. Like she's a little bit more than that. I mean, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me and how I turn everything into a dark look. All right, y'all, the flops for this month are not many. I really culled my collection to be really everything I've ever wanted. Everything I've ever wanted, yeah. All right, so I do have two flops though. This one I had made like a flop and then was like, maybe I'll try it, me. This is from Elevation. This is Time Stops Repair Your Youth Milk Cleanser. This is gonna get blown out by the lighting, but here's what I'm gonna say. I don't like it, I'm sorry. I tried to even just use it to like remove makeup. I wasn't a fan. I tried just using it as a cleanser, like as the first step of my two-step cleanse. It was a no from me, dog. I just don't like it. I just don't. I like some of the other products that they did send to me. They did send this to me in PR, but this is what I don't like it. I'm sorry, I don't like it. But as I do with anything, I repurpose it. So for things like this, I do use it on my hands a little bit. Like if my hands are feeling dry and I don't want to wash them with just soap, I'll wash my hands with soap and they'll squirt some of this on, rub it around my hands and then rinse, and then that way it's giving my hands just a little bit of extra moisture, because that's how I do things, okay? That's how we do things in this house. We repurpose things. So quick tip, moisturizers and things that, like especially skincare, if you don't like it, repurpose it. You can use a moisturizer for your face, hand lotion. All right, serums you don't love, put them on your feet. Make your feet soft. It's wintertime. Don't worry about it. All right, so that's my flop. My other flop, I hate to say this, it's a weird flop. So this is the Radiance Cleansing Balm. I did get this from YesStyle. I purchased this with my own monies. I don't like it, but here's why. I like it as a cleanser. I like the way that it cleanses, but I hate how scented it is. It is scented to the high heavens and I just don't like it. I plan to finish it up because I have it, I may as well use it, but I hate the scent. There's so much. I would much rather always have my vanilla cleansing balm than this, because it is so strongly perfumed that it gets on my nerves. It gets on my nerves. So those, I believe, are all of my flops for this month. I'm taking a quick look around to see, and yep, that's it. All right, y'all, strap yourselves in for my bops of the month. The bops for the month of November. I don't know why I got really weird like that. I don't know. It's that weird 20s thing. I don't know what's wrong with me. We're gonna move on. So I have quite a bit here. Now, one thing to keep in mind, I am making a conscious effort, since y'all have been really out in these streets like saying my name. I'm trying to make a conscious effort to separate the month's PR from my favorites. So some of the PR that I got this month may be in favorites for December, but I don't want them to be in favorites for November because I'm weird that way. Let me do things the way that I want to. The main reason, if I'm gonna be me and my weirdness, is that I just feel better if y'all know that I've been able to try things for a long period of time before adding it into my favorites. Whenever you're getting PR, for me, it's important that I do try it, that I do play with it, and that I can give you an honest opinion of how I feel about it after I played with it for a while. I don't want to play with it 3 times and be like, it's my favorite. So, except for the brushes, but listen, we're not gonna talk about it. They're not here. All right, here we go now. Here we go. Why am I doing these weird maneuvers? Okay. In no particular order, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. First of all, I wanna talk about the Nudio. First of all, I wanna talk about the Nomad Studio 54 Hot Shot highlighter. Y'all, listen, I cannot stress to you how much I love this highlighter. I had no idea how much I actually liked it until I got a really good brush for it. It is absolutely stunning, stunning. It is pink with a purpley blue shift. It is so pretty on my skin. Ugh, look at it. And once I got like a really good brush to play with a glittery highlighter, y'all, you see that shine? You see that glimmer? I am in love with it, bar none. I just love this highlighter with my entire heart and soul, and I hope to have it forever, or I'll repurchase it. But I really like this one. I definitely recommend that if you don't mind a glittery highlighter, you like to be like shining from the heavens, then this is her. This is her. She will definitely do that for you. So I'm very excited about her. Next up, we're gonna talk about the Kopari lip gloss. They call these lip glossies. This one is in Birthday Suit. I wear this every single day. I am so sorry that you can't see anything because it's getting blown out, but I literally wear these every single day. Every single day I wear this. And I'm really sad because I had one that was in like this berry color and I have no idea where it is, but that's like the nature of my life. I don't know. When it comes to lip gloss, I either have all 40 of them in one location and then they slowly disappear. Luckily, I've been able to maintain this one. It feels so good on my lips. It gives me such shine. And I also wear it to bed. Like I wear it for naps, I wear it to bed, but like not all the time for bed, but I love this. In fact, speaking of lip things, please hold. I need to access another part of your account. I have been meaning to talk about this for so long and I feel like I kept forgetting. And this time I wanted to remember. This is the Fruitia derived from fruit. I believe mine is in mango. And, this shiz is amazing. It is a lip mask for your evening times. And I can't live without it. My favorite thing to do is to use, which you've seen this before, but I like to use my Tree Hut Sugar Lips Lip Scrub once a week. And especially like right after I've used this, then I pop this bad girl on and it's just like, I don't know what that look was and I'm afraid to see it in editing. Anyway, I absolutely adore this. This is one of my favorite products. Really, I didn't know that lip masks were a thing, and then I started using these. Like, what I also really like about this is sometimes, you know when like the seasons start changing and you get the first like lip crack? By using this, like I immediately, it wasn't there forever. It wasn't there forever. It just kind of like was there for a short period of time. It irritated me and it never got to where it was like fully split and throbbing and painful. Like this seemed to heal it. So, I mean, I'm sure that's not its purpose. Let me just put in that disclaimer, but that's what it did for me. So I like it. I like it a lot. Next up in my favorites, okay. First of all, I am not an actual monster. Lacey's a monster. And so, and she cannot be stopped. And so she was kind enough to send me over some Ritual Defy highlighters, and I love them. I have 4 of them, y'all. I actually, when I go open up another box, probably have more of them. But I have 4 of them. I love each and every one of them. So if you have not picked up a Ritual Defy highlighter, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but they are cream highlighters. I know you're like, girl, cream. I will wear a cream highlighter. It's as far as I'm going. As far as I'm going. But this one is in Moon Pillar. This one is like pinky purple shade. This one here is Rare Light. This one is one I've been using like crazy. It's just like beautiful gold, and it's great on rich skin tones like mine. The next one I have here is Phosphine, and this one is more of a bronzy shade, and I'm gonna swatch all of them for you in the order that I've discussed them. And then the next one we have here is going to be Anthleon. I cannot say that to save my life, but this one has like a goldy peach to it. So let's go ahead and swatch all of them for you in order so that you can see the gloriousness of what I'm talking about. They're creamy, but they dry down. They're very, very pretty. These ones aren't like blinding, like they're not blinding, but I really like playing with them. I am going to swatch these right quick, and then I will be back. Do 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 do. Okay. All right, here we go. Like, I love colorful highlighters, and you can even see in this one here that it does have like a bit of a green in it, which I love in a highlighter. So yeah, this is them doing the butt, ow, sexy, I'm sorry. Anyway, these are fun, fantastic, phenomenal. I love using them. I love how they all just, to me, they all dry down. Not like super dry, but another good thing about these is if you feel like it's a little much, you can just put these on and then put your blush on top of it if you want to like bring that blind down. If you're like, oh, it's a little too much for me, you can put some blush on top of it. The other thing you can do is if you want to bring it up, you can put more highlighter on top of it. Like, I like to do this in like a little succession where I go, I put the highlighter on, then I put some blush on, then I put some more highlighter on. Girl, I'm living my whole life. All right. Next up in my favorites. This is gonna be a weird thing here, but I have 2 different brush cleaners. I have one that's the Equate Beauty Foaming Spray Cleanser. This one is a like nice little cheap good one that I've been using. I got this from Walmart before the hellmouth opened, as Tony would say. And then I also have this one from Sigma. It's their brush shampoo. I love both of these, especially as I've gotten more and more into regularly cleaning my brushes, which, speaking of, go clean your brushes. If you haven't been cleaning your brushes this entire time, I literally don't know what to do with you. Like, you could be listening to me, but like also be washing your brushes. If you need to, put this video back on and wash your brushes. But this one's very expensive. But I did have this, a friend of mine, Jen, sent this over, and she was like, hey, you want to try this out? And I was like, yeah. So I absolutely like this. I love this. I'm not gonna lie, I really love this. It's fantastic. It's been nice to be able to clean my brushes, and I kind of interchange these on depending on what I'm trying to do. And I also use them to clean my sponges. This one's a little bit better at cleaning my sponges, but the best one for cleaning my sponges is the Blenda. I'll be right back. So what we're not gonna do is talk about how difficult it was for me to just say beauty blender. Leave me and my ADHD alone. But this is the best one for my sponges, so I do love this as well. So I may as well throw that in. These are all my brush cleansers. I love all of them. And that's a first, because typically I get a lot of different brush cleansers and I'm just like, this is hot garbage, and I'm gonna go back to using my bar soap. This is the first time that I have not gone back to using bar soap since I got all of these, so. All right, next up in my favorites, I have this on as well. This is the mascara from Lancome Definitive. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, and I honestly can't care at this point anymore. French is not my language. So This is such a good mascara. I love it. I got it a small size because I wanted to test it out. And honestly, I'm going to tell you, if at any opportunity you can test out a mascara and you can get like the travel size, recommend it, because mascara is like very difficult to go through if you have like several of them. I mean, I feel like I already have some that I'm going to have to throw away because they've gotten old. So yeah, this brush I like a lot. It is very easy to use. It does not have that hourglass shape, which I am told from people who have hooded eyes that that is not their friend. This one I feel like might be helpful. I don't know because I don't have hooded eyes, but it's long. It doesn't have any weird shape. It like elongates my, what the hell was that? It elongates my mascara, my eyelashes. I hear a noise out there. It's freaking me out. Like my lashes are looking good. They're looking boss. They look sexy. And they're just very full. And I don't have to do a ton of work. And if I want to keep kind of fussing with it, it doesn't get like dry and cracked. So you can have some time like playing with getting the lashes that you want. And I'm not, as we know, I'm not a lash bitch. I'm just not. I don't like to wear lashes. I have dry eyes. All of that wind flapping around is too much for me. I admire all of you who can. But I really like this mascara more than I wanted to because it's kind of expensive, but I still really like it. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is something that Lacey also sent over, which is the ColourPop Glitterly Obsessed. This is a glitter gel. Y'all, I kind of really love this glitter gel. Okay, because the thing, it's easy to go overboard by accident, which when don't I go overboard when it comes to glitter? But I really like this because it's easy to use. It's a gel, which is kind of one of my favorite formats of glitter, if I'm gonna be honest. Because with the gel, you just kind of, you don't have to think really hard. You don't have to get glue. You don't have to get tweezers. You don't have to do all of that ish. It has big and little pieces of glitter. If you are a glitter person, you just like grab a little bit, and I'm spreading it out right now, and bam, you're living your best glitter life. Like, oof. And you don't have to worry about like placement. You don't have to be spectacularly like accurate with it. I'm probably gonna wear this on New Year's Eve for our New Year's Eve extravaganza. Did I say that? I did. Anyways, I really love that. It's just so fun and so easy. It does come off fairly easily. I will say be careful with it around your eyes when you're taking it off. My recommendation is to go in first and just remove the glitter from your face, rinse your face off, and be very careful about where you're doing it, and then do the double cleanse and you get your whole face and then get your other face. So it's kind of a triple cleanse, but I prefer that rather than getting this glitter like stuck in my eye. So that's, you know, it's up to you. It's your life. But if you like to live dangerously, do it however you want. I think the last thing, my last bop for this month came as a surprise to me. It is the Peter Thomas Roth Pro Strength 10% PHA exfoliating clarifying liquid. Say that 37 times fast. No, don't. That's a waste of your time. But it's this. I received this from Influencer, and I don't even think that I got to review it because I just started getting busy and I forgot. I forgot. And they're probably never gonna send me another thing again because of this. But I love this. It's making my skin like really, really soft. Initially when I tried it, I just didn't like it, and I feel like it was because of the combination of products that I was using. So here's one thing I'm definitely gonna tell you. I wash my face, I put this on, and I put on my moisturizer. I do nothing else. I do not do any essence, I don't do any toner, I don't do any of those things. Like, first of all, this is my toner, but I don't do any of those things. I just wash my face, put this on, put on my moisturizer. Like, this is like I'm not doing makeup or my night cleanse. My skin has started looking really quite flawless, and I'm like, bitch. So I'm a fan. You do have to be careful. You do have to work slowly with this because you can burn yourself if you go a little too hard, too fast. Chemical burns are not fun for anyone, so please keep that in mind. But I kind of started out doing it once every few days. I think I started out doing it like once every 3 to 4 days, and now I'm using it every day, and I'm just shocked and surprised. I freaking love this. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's really nice. You have to be careful though, because you can use too much, and the top does get a little bit crusty, but it is a little flip top. So this is something that I do love, even though it does make it crusty. I like that the top here is a flip top, and the reason I like that is because it ensures that the product inside kind of stays fresh, because I have to flip this, and also if I accidentally like tipped it over or whatever, this little flip top is keeping it closed. So, and also if you're like me, you're not always putting the lid on. I literally put the lid on to film this. All right. Then, quick honorable mention. I just wanted to tell y'all, I used up all of the Pretty Vulgar concealer. And that just happened this weekend. So I'm feeling, amazing. I had this in Shady Lady. I actually feel like it was the only person who liked this concealer. I'm sorry, I was the only one who liked it. I like that I could mix it with other things, so it worked out well for me. And it did a fairly good job of concealing what I wanted to conceal. And I wanted to share this because I will never do empties videos. I will never do empties videos. I can't collect trash like that. I can't do it. It's no offense to anyone who does, but as a person who is not only a tourist but also has ADHD, it is very, very important for me to not keep trash around, because in so doing I have a lot of clutter, and having that kind of clutter really starts to stress me out. In fact, I do have some clutter around right now that is actively stressing me out, and as soon as I'm done filming this, I'm going to go clean. So I cannot keep trash around. I have to throw it away. I have to. So when I do empty something in time, I'm like, here it is. Here it is. And now I can throw it away. So I've used up a thing this year, and I would like some praise. All right, that is it. That is the video. We're finished. You're free now. You can go forth and destroy the world. And I just want to thank all of you. Let me know if any of these items are items that are on your list. Were you wondering if you were thinking about buying some of these things? Did you have some of these things on your mind and then you were like, no, and then now you're like, yes, or some of these things that you've tried and hated? Let us discuss in the comments below. I do actually read all of y'all's comments. I don't necessarily get to respond to all of them, but I do read all of them. So I thank each and every one of you for being there. And also, huge shout out to my patrons. Yeah. Also, a huge shout out to my spooky bays and my extra spooky bays for being channel members. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I hope all of you have a wonderful day, and please remember that costs $0 to be kind, and it's so good for your soul, because if you don't take care of it, I'm sure as hell coming for it. All right, until next time, have a great, great day. Be safe out there, and XOXO, got the girl. I don't know why I've insisted on this, but I'm doing it.
Bobera, do you want to say happy birthday to Emily? Do you want to say happy birthday, Eeyore? Say happy birthday, Eeyore. Come on in. Say happy birthday. Say happy birthday, Eeyore.
Well, they were calling me Mama. Ooh. Mama, don't be frustrated. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is an awesome Christmas gift. Don't tell me to shut up. I didn't mean to make you cry. Mama, it's still a good Christmas present. Thank you. I can wait until Christmas.
Yes, but what being fun in that? It won't be surprising.
If I'm not back again this time tomorrow. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have called him back.
You shouldn't have. You should
Carry on, carry on.
flippity floppity flip.
Nothing really matters. Mama, not placating you. Can I please just be